Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft Zendikar Rising for probably the last time before it rotates out again. Our rare is the Myriad Construct, which I remember from like way back when I was playing Zendikar Rising before, and also has been played against me like twice in this current stint of Zendikar Rising. I didn't realize it was a rare? I mean, a 4-mana 4/4 is okay. And the kicker cost seems questionable. Like, what's the point of this card? It's like it's fine. I think it's good stats and so on. When it's targeted by a spell, turned into a bunch of 1/1s. Is that better or worse? I don't know. Usually worse, I think. But sometimes better. Okay, I mean, what else we have? Palaka Predation's fine. Rockslide Sorcerer is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, one of these first three, I guess. All right, so Draft Guide, Oracular Draft Guide. How good do you think this Myriad Construct is? It should be okay, right? It says pretty good, yeah. The Rockslide Sorcerer, it thinks, is a bit worse. Indeed. Predation is also worse, I think. Yeah. All right, well, we'll try this. I don't know what deck it's for. Like, sure, it has kicker on it. You could play it in the kicker deck. But I think it's just sort of fits in anywhere. Okay. Black Bloom Rogue is probably pretty good, right? Every time my opponents play this against me, I'm pretty pissed. Yeah, it's quite good. Okay. Sure. Fits in the Rogue's Mill deck, which I don't think we've played in this recent Zendikar Rising bit. There's also Bubble Snare, which is pretty good, but I guess it's... I don't know, the draft guide actually doesn't like Bubble Snare that much, as I recall. It says it's okay. I like it, but sure. Black Bloom Rogue. I mean, we could say, hey, Bubble Snare is a kicker card, but nah, just take the good card. Maddening Cacophony. Oh, this is some crazy mill card. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, sure. Let me just spend 6 mana doing nothing. Seems good. I mean, on the other hand, this format, like, milling 8 cards is important not because it wins you the mill, but just because like it activates all of your mill cards. All of your mill rogues are turned on immediately. I think it's still not good to spend 2 mana and a card on it, and I bet if I look it up, it'll say bad. Maddening. It says mediocre. Solid playable. But Deadly Alliance is way better, even in a deck that's mostly rogues, and we're not yet mostly rogues. We might be warriors. Who knows? The Skitter Sneak is okay. Actually, it's not very good. Okay. I mean, I have skipped this a lot of times, but I was like, oh, we might be in the rogues deck, in which case this might be good. But okay, we'll take the Deadly Alliance. Right? Best card here also happens to be a color I have. Malakir Rebirth is pretty solid. There's some solid kicker stuff going around as well if we wanted to, but I'll just take the land. Diviner, maybe? Just because it's, you know, blue, and we might want to be in blue. I don't know. Has there been much blue going around? There was that pack a little while ago with several good green cards. And we've seen a decent amount of black in every pack. This pack obviously has a lot of white in it. Are any of these, like, strong signals? Not really. We could take Blood Price. It's totally fine. Yeah. I think I should probably stay... Rather than, like, picking up a blue card that doesn't even really fit with the blue-black deck, I'm just going to take a black card that's fine and see what second color presents itself to me. Double snare? Marasa Sproutling still being available is actually kind of a big signal, right? That's a serious card. Right? For the kicker deck, Sproutling. It says it's like great. As good as any of the other cards that I've taken so far. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird because I don't want to be in like black-green kicker. But we've seen a decent amount of kicker stuff going by, and this is a great kicker card. I don't know, maybe I just drop all this black stuff. Who knows? Yeah, give me a Sproutling. Bane Veil is okay if we were going to wind up in blue-black. But I think for now, just give me a Might of Marasa. Because it looks like kicker might be the place to be. Okay, none of this is that amazing. Scale the Heights, maybe? Green-black likes counters. I don't much want to wind up in green-black, but at the moment, those are the two colors that I have. Hogger Constrictor also likes counters, I guess. Anti-Cognition would be for the blue-black deck, but we haven't really seen a lot of good blue stuff go by, really. Yeah, just take the counters, I guess. Skitter Sneak is not very good even in the Rogue deck. It's okay. Specifically in the Rogue's deck, but, you know, this adds counters to things. Marasa Brute is okay. Zendikon is fun for the tap lands, mainly. I'll take it, I guess. Sure. You tend to get a lot of chances to put these in your deck if you want, right? Like, I'm not going to have much of a party. Right, what do I even have party-wise right now? One Rogue. Incredible. I think I'll just take the spare supplies. Field Research has kicker. I'll toss it in for now. We might end up somehow in a 3-color deck. This is a really good card. These are okay. But, I mean, we take this and we figure out a way to play it, right? I guess there's a base camp a minute ago that I took something questionable instead of, right? Like, I could have taken the base camp. I don't remember what it was up against. Maybe it was the Zendikon? I don't know. Nothing that amazing. Yeah. Anyway, we take this guy. He's really strong, and we'll figure out what to do about it. Like, it's not like I'm in love with my green cards. No. I mean, we're not going to get a lot of red sources, that's for sure. But, what else am I taking here? I could take a red card, right? Like Fissure Wizard or something. But I probably shouldn't. Like, splashing this is probably a more reasonable decision since we saw, like... I can't remember the last time I saw a red card being passed, right? So, we'll probably get a couple of them in the early stages from Lefty here, who also hasn't been seeing any red cards. But there seems to be a lot of people playing red at the table, right? So I don't think adding more red is going to make, like, yeah, wow, I'll be committing more to Zagreus. But, like, no, I just want to splash him. And in that context, maybe I'd rather take, you know, one of these black cards, a rogue or a cleric. They're both fine. I guess the cleric, probably. I don't really have much of a rogue theme. I don't know. I mean, this guy having Death Touch is pretty cool if you can do it. Oh, by the way, let's put the lands over here so I can remember that they're lands. I don't know. Give me a Death Toucher. We'll we'll hopefully be able to make it actually have Death Touch. And if not, like, hey, it's a 2-mana 2/2. I've seen this card before, right? When you cast a kick spell, loot. Yeah, we played this once even. We're not really, I mean, I don't think blue is very realistic now. Could take the Scythe Cat to sort of fit in the green thing with counters. That's, I mean, or we could just take like a, I don't know, this Cleric sucks, right? It's great in the Cleric's deck, but in like red, sorry, in like black, green with a couple of party synergies, this is not really doing it for me. Hornbeetle is a 5-mana 3/4. I mean, I don't know. I have like 2 party synergies. There was one I could have drafted but didn't, right? Yeah. So it's really just these two that are party synergies. I mean, it would be nice to be able to cast this guy cheaply, but I need to find a mountain first anyway, right? So I don't think I should take a bad cleric for it. Hornbeetle is a 5-mana card. And what do I have that puts counters on? Like, none of these. None of this. Scale the Heights is one. Constrictor is a couple. Or is it for each creature or each counter? For each counter. So entering with counters counts as putting them on. I'm fairly certain. That's counters. I mean, I don't know. Hornbeetle is just not that good, right? Scythe Cat is easier to trigger for sure, but also pretty easy for the opponent to deal with. It's a 3-mana 2/1, right? Pretty awful. Once it gets a counter, it's playable. When it gets 2 counters, it's like, okay. If you can get 3 counters on it, it's great value, but that takes a long time. I think I'll just take the Hornbeetle, I guess. Another Death Touch Rogue? Another Scale the Heights is a possibility, but doesn't seem very good. A Flying Rogue? A Kicker card? Kicker Counter card? Kicker Counter Colony card? Creature? I don't know. I think I want another rogue more. I don't think I want the Stomper much. Just gonna take Hogger Constrictor. Not really much reason for a Mind Drain, I think. One mana Death Toucher is fine. Also, I guess it's a rogue. This cleric is better than it looks, I think. It's decent stats. It's a cleric, which helps for Zagros. And it gives you some life, which is not bad. Could take the Muck Lord. But I don't really like that card very much. I do like Subtle Strike. There's also Base Camp, which would, you know, I have 1 cleric, 6 rogues. So, I mean, basically it would be like a way to run a mountain that is a little bit less specific to this and could help me cast one of my other spells. But Subtle Strike is a pretty good combat trick, and I think I should take that instead. Still don't really know what this deck is doing yet. Adventure awaits? I mean, I guess it's okay. The Skyclave Sentinel is also like a kicker card with counters, I guess? 7 mana is a lot, though. But it's, I mean, okay, I don't have any way to deal with flyers at the moment. Do I even have any? I have a Zendikon. Do I have any removal in here at all? Subtle Strike? So, no. Yeah, getting a flyer might be nice. I mean, I don't like Oblivion's Hunger, but it does want to be in the black-green deck. So a lot of our stuff will have counters. Okay, fine. I mean, it's not like I'm taking anything else from that pack. I'm just trying to figure out whether I might actually run it or not. Alright, pack 3. What do we got? Another Black Bloom Rogue. Now, we have 0 cards that... No, we have 1 card that mills. Where is she? Here she is. We have 1 card that mills. So this is not going to, like, get +3/+0 that often. But it's still a 3-mana 2/3 Menace that's also a land, right? It's just good. The Relic Golem, it likes mill stuff, but I don't think that's a good reason to put it in the deck. Yeah, I think the Black Bloom Rogue is an easy pick here. You know, a Cleric's okay, the Skulker's okay, but just give me a card that's good by itself, and also a land. Hagra Constrictor, we're running 1 of those already, right? 2 of them. Okay. I mean, I think I would rather have an... Oh, wait. What is this? Goodness gracious. 7 mana 6/6 with Hexproof and Haste. Or a 10 mana 10/10 with Hexproof and Haste. No trample, though. But this is a good card, isn't it? I mean, it's very expensive. Maybe it's bad? But it's just like, if you draw this late, it's pretty game-winning, right? Baloth. Yes, it says it is pretty good. Just barely a great first pick. All right. I think we can take this. This is, you know, it kind of wants to be in the blue-black deck because it's got kicker. Sorry, blue-green deck. But it's also, you know, it gets counters, and it's just a good card. So, yeah. A little bit of top end for the deck, sure. I mean, it kind of has to be Zoff consumption, right? None of the spells here are all that great, and this is like a land that has upside. The flyer's nice. We could also take a Reach Rogue. I don't know, give me the flyer. Definitely not taking Mind Carver. I think 1 Blood Beckoning is generally pretty solid. But also Broken Wings might be nice because we still don't have a lot of ways to deal with flyers. Okay, like Might of Marasa is not really, I don't know. We have very few relevant kicker spells that are going to be in the graveyard. So I don't know how good Sprout... It's still a 3-mana 3/3. It's fine, right? It's good stats. I mean, we've got like too many cards, right? We need to start culling the herd a bit. Well, the Sky Dancer also deals with flyers a bit. So does Zendikon. Okay, I don't think we need Broken Wings. Let's just take a Blood Beckoning. And then a Subtle Strike. And a Constrictor. And another Zoff Consumption is fine. And another 2/2 Rogue. I mean, I don't know. Is a 2/2 sometimes Death Toucher better or worse than a 1/1 always Death Toucher that's cheaper? I mean, the 2/2 is safe against things like Spike Field Hazard, for example. I don't know. I mean, sure. And what is this, my 4th Constrictor? That seems like a bit much. But I don't think I want to second scale the heights, do I? Well, more than I want a 4th Constrictor, probably. They're not amazing or anything. Oblivion's Hunger is okay. We have like too many of these weird utility spells. We need to cut some of those. I could take the Warrior. Like, I don't think I want to, though. I don't really want the Snarecaster either, though. Alright, let's get to cutting. Have to cut like 10 cards, or I don't know, at least 5. Alright, let's resort things into lands. It always ruins that for me when I'm done drafting. That's it, I think? Yeah. So I agree 3 mountains is probably right. We've only got this one dude. And he's sort of expensive. Maybe I could get away with just 2 mountains. He's sort of expensive, right? I have 1 cleric and a ton of rogues. And that's it. So he's going to cost like 5 most of the time. So I have until turn 5 to draw a mountain, which I think is plenty of time. I don't have any fixing, right? There's no other way to cast him besides drawing those cards. Yeah. I think the Ascetic is just not very good. So now I don't have a cleric. So this guy is definitely going to cost 5 or perhaps 6 if we're very unlucky and have an empty board. Or just a board with no, like, rogues on it. But that won't happen too often. So I think the Iridescent Hornbeetle is, like, going to make a lot of dudes. I'm like, is Myriad Construct? I think it's good still. Zendikon's okay. The Mucklord, I hate the Mucklord. Get out of here. What do I have with Kicker? There's this dude. He won't be in the graveyard very often. Myriad Construct, could be. Skyclave Sentinel. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to have that much stuff in my graveyard most of the time. Right? This is more... But it's just like... It's a 3-mana 3/3. Like, you have to play it. Yeah. Okay, and let's, like, dump 1 Scale the Heights. I think 1 is plenty. I'm just like... You know, the deck... This is kind of a more value long game card. And the question is, are we that deck or are we something faster? I think we're fairly slow. Because we don't really have any way to push in early damage, right? There's just nothing here. I don't know how this deck wins, actually. Zagras and Baloth, I guess. I think Deadly Alliance is still okay for 4, by the way. It's not incredible, but like 4 mana instant speed removal, it's unconditional, is pretty good still. I think 1 Subtle Strike is probably plenty. Well, yeah. And let's say I don't need the Blight Blade because I have so many of these Skulkers. Which means I don't need to run like quite so much green, maybe, if the deck is mostly black. We could cut like 1 Scale the Heights, I think. I like both Oblivion's Hungers, I think, because it should draw pretty often. And I'm just like, the deck seems actually to have a lot of draw. Right, we've got the Blood Price. Sproutling is a little bit like draw, but not really. Scale the Heights draws 1 card, which obviously like just replaces itself, but it gives you something to do for 3 mana that's card neutral. So it's kind of like drawing a card. The Spare Supplies, Oblivion's Hunger should draw most of the time. I feel like we're kind of slow and a little grindy. Because the only way we have to push in a lot of damage is like Zagras and Baloth. Actually, you know what? Put that Scale the Heights back in. I think being able to draw cards and play multiple lands might be kind of important. Because we want to get to stuff like Zagras and Hornbeetle pretty quickly. So these spells, like, I don't know. How many of them do I want to play as lands and how many as spells? The Rogue, I could go either way. The Rebirth, you know, whatever. It's fine. So let's just cut, like... I do want to keep a decent number of forests, because I have a couple double green spells. The Sproutling's kicker cost has double green. This guy's double green. So I think 6 is about right. Can I try running just 5 swamps and have the rest of these be, you know, land-ish? I think that's okay, but now I have to cut. I think going any fewer lands than this is pretty dangerous. This is like 18, but that assumes these are all spells. Are all lands. I want them to be spells somewhat often. And even if they were all lands, I don't think 18 lands is unreasonable for this deck, maybe. Maybe we could get rid of Blood Price. Maybe, probably like one of these 2 mana combat tricks is questionable. But like giving my Death Touchers indestructible and then maybe drawing a card, well, that won't work, right? Because the Mucklord was the only thing that could put counters on other. No, I have Subtle Strike. I mean, we could get rid of the Sentinel, but it's kind of nice to have another 7-drop, isn't it? If we're trying to, like, use Scale the Heights and draw. Oh, Scale the Heights puts counters on stuff as well. Yeah. I can't cut any of this. None of it is good, but I can't get rid of any of it. Like, is Myriad Construct bad, maybe? I don't think so. It's a 4-mana spell and a 7-mana spell, and it's kind of hard for the opponent to remove. And it's pretty solid stats for a 4-mana creature as well. I could get rid of the Blood Beckoning. It's like, whatever. We're probably short on creatures, right? Yeah, we have a lot of non-creatures. Now, the Sky Dancer, I guess, is not really doing anything aside from being a flyer. And evasive damage is nice to have. But I have very little of it. I'm not sure how important this really is. Let's get rid of her. And then one more cut. Could it be a land? Could I do it? I don't think that's such a great plan. I could cut an Oblivion's Hunger. It's kind of the most situational thing. Yeah. Okay, I don't think this deck is very good. I guess Spare Supplies could be a better cut, maybe, than Oblivion's Hunger. Let's think about that for a bit. Like, Oblivion's Hunger... should kind of be, in a way, a 2-mana draw 2, right? It's not really. But it keeps a creature alive that was about to die, and it draws a card pretty often. So I think that that's a better card to have in the deck than Spare Supplies, is my opinion. But, like, do you want 2 of them? That's a little more situational, whereas Spare Supplies you can play more proactively. Yeah, I think it's better, actually, to mix it up a little bit. Or, I don't know, maybe I could... Subtle Strike is just more flexible than Oblivion's Hunger, I think. Even with 3 Death Touch rogues. Like, if you're casting this on a Death Touch rogue, it's better than Subtle Strike. Kind of? Well, I don't know. Only if the rogue has a counter on it, which how often is that going to happen? I think we'll run like this. This is not a deck that I'm comfortable with. I don't know if it's good. It might be, but I'm like not good at building it either. I don't think it is good. Joint account. Okay. I mean, I guess it's fine. It's just a little bit of a weird one. I can just play 2 face downs off consumptions and then... maybe pick one of them up with Zendikon later. No, don't play a rogue. Okay. Yeah, and I will play this one face down, right? We want more lands. There's not really any reason to rush to have 2 mana this turn, obviously. I shouldn't need double green anytime soon, so I think I'm okay playing a swamp. No, if I draw a tap... Well, if I draw a tap land, then it won't matter whether I have green available, because I won't have a green spell, so sure. I think I'd rather play the 2/3 Menace, right? By the way, opponent's green-white? A landfall deck that hasn't hit anything good yet, I guess? Alright. This doesn't affect... it's not like that one binding. Ixalan's binding, maybe? It's some binding that stops you from playing other cards with the same name. It is not that. Alright, now I might in principle want double green next turn. Well, no. But, well, yeah, I guess I don't have to show them. No, I have to play... I don't have any swamps left. Okay. So we'll just put out another Menace creature. And then I can Horn Beetle and then start dumping these guys out to get 1/1s out of the Horn Beetle. Ooh, they're kicking... Is that an island? It is. More islands. Okay. So soon opponent might start doing something. I'd rather they didn't, of course. And I'm gonna like empty my hand here, apparently. They played a forest, even though I knew they had these. Yeah, because they wanted to put... Okay. Well, that means my 4/4 and my 3/4 is not able to attack. But I am going to get a lot of 1/1s. Problem is, as soon as they play a second creature, my whole board is kind of stuck. And they have a... they have 6 cards in hand, and I have, like, 1, and my board doesn't do anything. Okay. That's not bad. I can get in 6 damage this turn. Wow. Nine if I were willing to throw away one of these tokens. Yeah. Sure, why not? Get in 3 damage for a 1/1 token? That's solid. Yeah, we might just overwhelm them with these Menace creatures. They're not going to have enough blockers to stop me getting in, I think. So if they block a Menace creature, then I'm getting in for 7. So they can't do that, right? And if they don't block a Menace creature, they're blocking 2 of these, and I'm still getting in for 7. So, GG. Okay. Oh, they heal as well. Alright, that's a little sad. Still, we have a big threat next turn. Still. Can they do it? Can they keep playing kicker cards? Probably they can play one more this turn. I'm not sure what, but something. They have like 9 mana. Oh, that doesn't seem good enough. Well, I guess I'm only getting in for 5, right? And I keep drawing lands. Alright, so attack with everything. They have to block one of the Menace creatures. I get in for 5 with the rest, right? And I've drawn way too many lands. Number of spells I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? And 10 lands? Oh, that's not enough. That's enough. Unless I draw something relevant, and then it isn't. Like, Scale the Heights would be kind of funny. Give this Menace. Deadly Alliance is enough. Unless this card does something. Alright, got him. Just as I was running out of fuel. Wait, what? Why isn't my creature marked as dead? I mean, it doesn't matter because the game is over, but this should be a 2/0, shouldn't it? And their creature should, like, I don't know. What? Because this is all I attacked with. And they blocked this with their 2/2 and I think with this thing. So, for some reason, this assigned combat damage before this did instead of it being simultaneous? I don't know. I'm confused by the way Arena, like, processes events in the end game sometimes. One other thing I wonder, not related to Arena, but related to how well I played, is when I attacked with those 4/1/1s to get in 3 damage, did that work out? Or was that bad? Because shortly after that, I started attacking with 1/1s and they were, like, unable to block them, I think. And so maybe if I'd kept that around, it could have gotten in more than 3. I doubt it, though. Anyway, apparently we are an aggressive deck, and I said there aren't ways to push in damage. Joke's on me, I forgot Menace is an evasion ability as well. It doesn't have to be flying. Any way to make it hard for them to block you. And the thing is, I think my draw that game was awful. I hit, like, nothing but lands, right? I don't know, I hit some good creatures, but I spent most of my time drawing lands. This seems fine. I think we're probably playing the Rogue before we play Spare Supplies. But I guess some situation could arise that would make me change my mind. I drew the Zoth consumption so early in that game as well, right? If they could have been... I mean... I kind of hate just losing this to a 2/1, but I guess that's what I'm going to do. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe I can try to, like, Oblivion's Hunger this or something. I'm not sure what the deal is with this deck. Because I kind of want to keep this alive so I can cast this guy more cheaply, but also I can't cast him anyway. Let's just stop some damage. It's kind of sad, but... Okay. It's another rogue after all. And Spare Supplies is a solid play next turn. Tapping like that is fine. That's nothing. Well, this can't block. It may as well attack. Seems like we're pretty far behind. What is this mono black shit? Mono black counters? They must be missing forests, I think. I can just run out the Sentinel here, and that, like, combines to block their 2/2. Or I could draw? I think I'd rather just play this. Like, it's kind of, it would be nice to save it for 7 mana, but that's going to be a long time from now. Let's just try to stop the damage. How bad would Subtle Strike be? I don't think it would be that bad. Oh, but they're going to put counters on this, aren't they? Wait a minute, I can do that to mine. I forgot about that. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Yeah, if I put counters on this guy, he's pretty good. That's another reason to have left him in the deck, I guess. Okay. My life total's getting a little precarious, but... Zendikon might be nice. Forest is looking alright. What about Forest Constrictor? To let me play this guy and then get out some 1/1 tokens from it? I really like the Constrictor right now because it has counters. Yeah. And then it's a question of, do I want the Zendikon or the Forest? I want to have 5 mana soon. Like next turn. And I wouldn't mind having more than 5, I guess. So I take the Forest. Would have preferred a mountain, obviously. Although this guy costs double green. Oh, wow. Menace Flyer. That's rough. That is going to be tough to deal with. I mean, I have a Deadly Alliance, I guess. Can I wait? Can I play this first? I don't think so. I think I need to stop that damage. Let's play it as an instant, see if they commit more to it first. Sure. Okay, unsurprisingly, they didn't. Okay, we love to see them doing nothing. When we get the Horn Beetle down, even though this can be played for kicker, I would like to wait so that the Horn Beetle makes a bunch of counters. Tokens. It sees a bunch of counters and makes a bunch of tokens. Alright, fair enough. Blue. I thought they were missing green. What the hell is this? I can play the 6/6 Hexproof Haste. Seems kind of fun, doesn't it? I mean, waiting to play it is not totally insane, but I don't think it's very good. Like, I'm not going to have 10 mana anytime soon. I have other good stuff to play, right? I can play this for 6 and, you know, whatever, but let's just get this going. That doesn't seem relevant. Okay, they were waiting on blue cards, yeah. Okay. Does this just tap your creature for no reason? Seems bad. Ooh, Scale the Heights. I love it. This guy can attack if I do that. Okay. Let's give it all Menace. Oh, maybe I should have made the 6/6. Given the 6/6 a counter? Because Menace is kind of cool. But I don't know. Flying Menace also pretty cool. Oh, their thing can attack now. That's fine. They can't kill me. I'm invincible. Their hand is empty and my hand is great. They're actually attacking, which is interesting. Okay, they're not. So what? 7 mana, right? Let's hit the spare supplies. I would kind of like to play this for 6, but it's also fine if I miss. Miss having a land. There's other stuff I can do this turn. Subtle Strike is great. Is it lethal? I'm not sure. If I gave this Menace and attacked, then all my stuff would have Menace, which means they would have to double block this, and they can't kill it. Yeah, this seems good to be played pre-combat. Which of their things do I want to shrink? The 1/3, I guess? Oh, they're just giving up. All right. Well, I know I undervalue Menace. This deck so far has given me lessons on like, hey, actually Menace is pretty cool. Oh, the Construct is not really a good card to be the deck art for this one. I don't know what is. I'm kind of surprised. We played Spare Supplies on like 4, right? And we didn't have a chance to activate it until turn like 9 or something. So I was actually spending all my mana that whole time, which it didn't seem like the deck would be that good at doing. I guess casting Deadly Alliance for 5 certainly helps you spend your mana, but it's not something you should be happy about. It was this game, right, that I used Deadly Alliance on like a Menace 2/2 flyer? Right? Yeah. I thought Kauai had 2 eyes in it? No, that's like the Hawaiian island, right? No, because the Hawaiian island is... It's got a U, right? No, that's Maui. Kauai? How do you spell Kauai? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This hand is okay. I have Subtle Strike to turn on the Sentinel. And I have a 4-drop as well. So I can like play 3, 4, and then whatever. Okay, another 3 that could be an option. No reason to show them the green yet. Okay, ordering was wrong. I would have preferred to draw this last turn. I don't know. Play out this one first. It doesn't need support to be able to hit them next turn, whereas this kind of can't do anything. Although against blue-red, they're probably going to play some flying wizard, right? Yeah. So maybe it would have been fine to play the Sentinel. But we want to push in some damage, right? The Sentinel probably isn't blocking this anyway, because it's going to get pumped somehow. I think this is pretty great against their deck, because they kind of want to remove stuff, and they can't remove this. Wind Rider Wizard. Okay, you can hit me for 3, or... That's fine with me. Oh. Still, it's doing an okay job just sitting there on the battlefield, right? Because it's giving counter stuff Menace, which I will have some of before too long, I think. I could play a Swamp and Deadly Alliance that, the 2/2 flyer. Or I could just... I guess playing a Swamp is best either way. And I think I want to play the Skyclave Sentinel and then Subtle Strike with it. I don't like leaving these wizards both up, but I like even less just spending a Deadly Alliance on that piece of junk. That tiny creature. So I'm hopeful that Subtle Strike lets me, like, kill this. Probably it won't, though. Right, because if they have two... Well, it would let me kill it, but it would be more of a trade. I hope to actually, like, use Subtle Strike to kill this without losing a creature. I don't know, maybe that's too greedy. Yeah, I should find the appropriate level of greed. Opponent not too happy about the 4/4, I guess. That's a surprising card. Fine. Yeah, I should have played that first, presumably, right? You might have decided not to play this. So now they're tapped out, which means the Subtle Strike is actually going to work. That's great. Great news. They really messed up this turn. So, I mean, we don't need to do both of these on the same creature, but I really want the counter here. And there's no point giving anything else -1/-1, right? So I might as well do this. Okay. Now, Deadly Alliance their flyer and swing out, or something else? If I swing with this thing, I'm getting in 4 damage, but I'm allowing myself to take 6? I guess that's fine. What if I don't Deadly Alliance the flyer? What if I just play a rogue? Because they can't block anyway, right? But I don't want them to keep drawing. Maybe I swing with everything, and then I Deadly Alliance if they try the double block. Yes, that makes more sense. And I'm hanging on to Zoth Consumption for an actual spell. It could easily be the finisher here. Okay. That doesn't do anything. Well, it does 1 damage. I mean, if they have... That doesn't blow it up, though. So... Full swing, right? They double block here, which I can't do much about, but I can get in for 3, kill off both of these, and then do 4 more. Seems pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's better to just play the rogue. I'm not even sure it's that good to attack with this. It kills both of these, but do I care? Not really. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's just attack with this. And just develop another creature. Zoth Consumption can probably wait. Like, it costs 6, so that, like, I might draw something that I would have wanted to play together with the Skulker next turn, but, like, how? Okay, yeah, I guess that's a card that could matter. Yeah, now I wish... Oh, well. Now I wish I'd played the Zoth Consumption, I think. But giving this guy Menace is pretty great. I have to do it pre-combat so that the Menace applies. Well, no. Get in for 3, and then however if they choose to block... Oh, no, hang on, I can't give him Menace. He would die. But I can give their stuff minus, and this thing a counter? Maybe that's what I want. Because this one I actually... No, because them double blocking here isn't even good for me. Yeah, let's just swing with everything. And see what they do. Okay, that's pretty good. Because I can give... Hang on. Yeah, give one of these a minus and this a plus. You can't put any pluses here because it explodes. So you got to be a little careful there. Yeah, that Hogger Constrictor does work. Did I cut one of those? I think I did, right? Or maybe I just didn't draft as many as I could have. Let me go have a look at the deck here. Should I be putting in more of them? No, I'm running all 3. Okay. The fact that the construct can't be targeted by my own spells has been like a little bit disappointing so far, but the fact that it's been a 4-mana 4/4 has been not disappointing at all. So I'm not cutting it from the deck. Today we're up against Dominion 1-2-3s. Okay, so we play the Consumption face down and this guy on 3. The deck is the hand is quite, like, it doesn't have much, but we can eventually like Subtle Strike and then maybe Oblivion's Hunger to draw. On this guy, I think it's playable, it's just not good. Opponent appears to have a 1-mana white instant. Is that even possible? There are some, I know, but I don't think any that are relevant, that are playable with no creatures on board. And value 1 mana white type instant. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so they just set it up so that it didn't auto pass for them, I guess. The 2 white instants are the ones I could think of: Practice Tactics and Resolute Strike, and they both require a target. This is actually a kind of nice thing to put a counter on, right? I mean, I could run out the Constrictor, that's fine. But I think let's just get this guy out there. White and blue and black. And they have a Cleric. So maybe Party Clerics is the idea? What the hell? Alright, come on in. I don't really want to risk this thing when I don't have Subtle Strike available. There's plenty of white and black instants that would have made this combat really bad for me, so... Just play a creature, I think. Subtle Strike would let me attack, but that doesn't seem very good. This is probably a better creature, right? I was thinking maybe hang on to this in case I decide to play it as a land, but I don't think that's going to happen. This creature is not that amazing that I would choose to forego a creature just to get it out a little bit faster. I mean, maybe. But a 2/3 is substantially better than a 2/2. Maybe. Maybe not. If they attack again, I'm letting it in again. Well, I could double block, I guess. Then it would be a... No, then Subtle Strike still absolutely wrecks me. This time they're not attacking. Very interesting. I'm really happy to see this guy. What if they flash in a Zulaport Duelist? Am I... Okay, I mean, I can attack, and I have a combat trick if they try that, I guess. The hell are you? You're a 4/4. Joke's on you, I have Subtle Strike. Well, I guess it depends. If they try blocking... Oh man, please block. You have to double block. But that's fine. I'm going to kill the 4/4 now, and then draw a card. This is a... I'd rather tap like that. So give this minus, this a plus. And then also, please don't kill my thing. And draw a card, of course. If they had like flashed that in and then not blocked with it, I would have been in a lot of trouble. That creature is very dangerous. I don't know if it was too greedy for them to block. I mean, they certainly got punished, but maybe it was a reasonable play. Now, we did miss out on the Horn Beetle value. Right? Because I was hoping... Obviously, Subtle Strike was going to put a counter on something, and I was hoping to get a 1/1 out of it, but... This is fine. I think we just play the Horn Beetle here and pass. If they attack with the 3/4, I think double blocking is fine. I don't really have any other way to activate this guy at the moment. Oh, he can't fly. I don't know why I thought he could block. Okay, never mind. No blocks. Spooky. Extremely spooky. Where's my Deadly Alliance? Yeah, this is looking very ungood. I could play this as a land, actually. Because being able to play this is a big deal, and, like, this creature is not going to do anything right now, right? Well, I don't know. I guess it could push in more damage if they swing this stuff. But I think I'm not going to win that way, right? Yeah. Let's see if I can get a 6/6 haste out next turn. I mean, I'm dead very fast. Deadly Alliance would, like almost completely solve the problem, but I don't have that right now. Scale the Heights. Now that is a good card. Put it on this guy so he's a 3/4 and can block this, I think. I could put it on something else to give it Menace. I don't think that's very good. Okay, I can't play Zendikon right now. So how much damage is that? 10? Do I throw away a token for one more? I don't think so. I can do better with my tokens soon. Oh, it's right. It's only 7, of course. Because they can actually block this one. Zendikon also is kind of an answer, right? Because then I would have a big reach creature as well as this thing. I could bring back Zoth Consumption as well. Although... Oh! Ouch! Owie, my bones. Okay. So now Zendikon is a chumper, which I guess is fine. Is it possible that we have lethal with the 6/6? So swing with everything. They block 3. Well, okay. If I'm looking for lethal, they're gonna block the 6/6, right? So is all of this on the board, if totally unblocked, lethal? I think not, right? 6, 10, 12, 17. It's closer than you might think. So, anyway, that's not what we're going to do then. We're going to play Zendikon. Well, let's not tell them the plan, shall we? Oh, wait, I'm dead, right? Because this thing is a flyer as well. I can block this and they get in for 3, I was thinking, but they actually get in for 4. Okay, hang on. Is there any other play? I don't think so. All right, let's see if they miss it, I guess. Let me tap manually here. I don't really trust you. Yeah, good game. Pretty close. I was only... Well... No, I was 3 damage off killing them, right? Because they had that subtle strike to reduce the damage by 1. And I was 2 off when I counted, if I had played the Baloth. and then they improved things by 1 for themselves. So, close one. You know what? What if I had not played the rogue as a land? I'm trying to remember if I drew the Baloth, like, or if I drew the next land right after that. Like, did I tap out that turn? I think I was close enough to tapping out, right? But, like, maybe it could have gotten in for 2 more damage? I think that still wasn't lethal, but it was close. We're having to play this as a land. Unless we draw a swamp, in which case I think we can not do that. Ooh, okay. Turn 1, Ruin Crab is a little spooky. You have to kill them pretty fast if they're going to do that. But that's what we've been doing so far in the games that we win anyway. I think we just scale the heights next turn. You guys can hear the leaf blower, so I hope it's not too loud. But it is showing up on OBS. I forgot this is when, like, leaf blowing happens. So not usually when I record, but, okay, I mean... I could not play Scale the Heights, but I like this thing being a 3-3, right? I could just play a 3-3? By the way, since they are milling me... Yeah, we can get that guy back. I hope I hit a land with this, is the thing, because then I could, like, play it. I could also attack and... I don't know. I mean, what if I played this? Leaving black untapped to hopefully hit a land and then Subtle Strike their Skulker? I think I need to push in damage more than that. Let's try Spare Supplies. Drawing a land. Well, that doesn't even work, you idiot. Alright, it's a mountain. I forgot. Yeah, you can only play the land if you draw with Scale the Heights. So it would have worked. I could have scaled the heights to play this mountain. I'm not sure how good that would have been. There's my other mountain. Okay, now Scale the Heights is looking pretty okay. Provided that I leave the black open. Alright, let's start trying to get in damage, because they have me on a clock that's different from damage, so we need to start a damage clock here. Why are you flashing this in main phase? Okay, I guess. It's a good card. Oh, I see, so that this can do damage. But you could have done that, like, during combat. I guess it's whatever, right? No, you need to do it before attackers. I see. Okay. To get more mill. Well, I guess I'll help you mill. I still need more stuff to kill you with. It's not mill, obviously, I'm drawing, but I am helping you deck me. So, for 6 mana, there's a few things I could do. I could kick this to pick up another thing, but I really like picking up a 4/4 haste, right? That seems really good. If they counter this, I'm just gonna, like, jump out a window. I don't think there's any good blue combat tricks here. It's just a race where they're working on my deck and I'm working on their life total. I think I'm winning the deck race. I think they need to come up with something else. They can't just have, like, these 3 creatures. But obviously they probably have more than that. But it is, I guess, you know, I've got like 2 turns to kill him. So, ooh, his off consumption would help, wouldn't it? All right, what's the plan here? I could give this Menace just to make it more annoying to block. Seems kind of fun, right? That's a good tap. So 3/3 Death Touch Menace. I could make it a 4/4, but they still have 4 damage here, so I can't kill it. Or I can't keep it alive, but I can kill 2 of their things to make it easier for future Menace creatures to get in. I think they should absolutely double block. Cool. And no point subtle striking, right? It's close, though. Right? Like, that's a 2/2. This is a 4/4. It still dies. Yeah, okay. I have to kill him, like, next turn. The good news is it looks like I kind of can. And I would rather have a 3/3 right now than a 4/4. Because if I draw a swamp, I can put Menace on this one, but I can't put Menace on this one. That's while also playing off consumption, of course. So I think this gives me more outs. Oh yeah, all my creatures have Death Touch. Look at that. Okay. No more mill, please. Just this attack for 2? 2 mill? But I don't know. I thought they might hold that back to try to block my flyer. Maybe they have enough creatures or some more mill. That's dead on board, right? Let's just double check this. I mean, there's a lot of ways this wins. No particular reason to use Malakir Rebirth, I think. It would turn off this. I mean, I could... If I give this Menace, then I would have lethal with just attacks. But what about Zoff consumption? I mean, I guess they're not dead on board. They are dead on board. I just what of theirs can I play around? Maybe a flash blocker or something? So the subtle strike is okay. Let's just attack with everything and see what happens, I think. Yeah, a flash blocker is what I'm worried about. But Subtle Strike takes care of that quite well. Shell Shield? What? Does that do anything? I can kill it. But I don't want to. This doesn't do anything, right? Are they just casting more spells for their dailies or something? This gets in for 4. Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you want, man. Okay. Well, you know, the Ruined Crab and the Thought Thief had me pretty close. But Menace is too good, and also 4/4 flying haste is also pretty good. I don't have a third land, but I'm on the draw. I think I should be okay, he said optimistically. I haven't seen that card in a while. I've only played it once. I'm trying to remember if I won or lost that game. Was that the game that I got to play the Baloth, the 7 mana 6/6? I think it was. I'm not sure. Blue-black rogues. There we go. There's my second land. My third land. I would happily trade these. Fine. I don't know. If they flash in a duelist, it's kind of bad, but oh well. I don't really have any good answers, so I don't really mind this. Just play out a Constrictor, I think. No. Play this guy out. So I can put a counter on him with Scale the Heights, and he gets quite good. Alright, another mill deck. Really? Subtle Strike, or what? I guess it's just a free roll to attack, right? Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing this as a land, honestly. I have a lot of stuff to spend mana on. Let's get started on killing him. Okay. No. I don't like seeing that many red arrows pointed in my direction. Okay, maybe I should have held this back. Yeah, I guess it's sort of unrealistic to kill them with just this 1/3/4. Sure. I mean, I don't know. It's not amazing or anything, but what am I going to do? Play Constrictors? Well, we could maybe play that as a spell, actually. I'm going to need some life soon, right? Yeah. I think it's worth a try. Yeah, this attack was outrageously bad. They're just going to slaughter me, though. Yeah, not hugely surprising here. Alright. Tell you what, I'm going to kill this, and then I'm going to concede. Well, but what if I won somehow? Wouldn't that be something? I don't think playing this is the way to go. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do? Play Zoff Consumption first? Sure, why not? There you go. We can put it in the notes. We managed to cast Zoff Consumption once. It was not terribly successful all the same. I don't like that Rogues deck. Except, like, sometimes I do like it. Swizz. Yeah. Seems fine. Happy to play a Consumption as a land. It's Zoff, I saw this earlier in the draft. I could look at the card, but I'm trying to remember it instead. It's like a... I have no idea. Blood Bog, right. No, we want to actually play the Constrictor here. Red-green landfall. Okay. Well, I would be pretty happy to subtle strike that and just get in for more damage, right? Oh, I could have played the Consumption there instead of the Swamp. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Sure. I think we play the 4/4 here. Over playing my 2/3. Because this thing's kind of difficult to block even though it doesn't have Menace. And who knows, this might want to be a land to turn on the 6/6. In fact, I think it very well might. I love that turn. Do nothing and, I mean, it's not nothing. It means you can trade with the Construct now. But I still get in for 5? Okay. Play creatures, remove creatures, win game. Attack all. Are we at 5 or 6 now? It's just 5, right? 5-2? Yeah. All right, let's get some more wins in there. Preferably 2. Oh, am I like... Do I have... Am I close to being out of hard drive space, I suddenly wonder? No, I have loads. All right. I mean, this is fine. I think I'm playing... Well... I think I'll wait till next turn to decide how to play this, because I would like it to be a creature, and I don't think I'm going to have to... Yeah, okay, great. Now I can play Zoth Consumption face down with no compunctions whatsoever. This is great to Subtle Strike once I have a creature on the board. But I don't think I'm going to like do it proactively. I want to wait till I can get the counter as well. Does it matter which of these? I guess this one would be better, right? Well, what if I draw the Horn Beetle? In that case, I'd rather have played this one, right? There's some universe where I might want to play this as a land, but I don't think we're in that universe. Not with them having, like, an okay board. Just having a 2/3 is better than a 2/2. Mirror Match, by the way. Although Nectarpot is really weird in this deck. They must have something else. Some other color, because this card makes no sense in green-black. Yeah, maybe they're just splashing black and they have Baloth or something. Sorry, they have like landfall with red. I think I will play the Hagra Constrictor here. Gets +2/+2. Yikes. I can't really deal with that, huh? Could play Blood Price instead. If I play an untapped land and go digging for like a Death Touch Rogue. I think that's better. This is not it. We're in trouble. Kind of want another swamp. The Sproutling, a 3/3 is okay, I guess. Yeah, let's try that. I think it might be about time to trade for their 1/1. No, because that just lets them start attacking with this guy. It doesn't even save any damage. Alright, no choice. Ow. Looking hugely dead here. None of that stuff has kicker. Not that I could kick this anyway, I guess. Yeah, none of this works at all. Okay, good to know. Well, if they have a land, well, I don't, that's not true. If they play a land, Subtle Strike trades. So I get 2 for 1, but... At least I'm not dead in that case. Well, they don't have one. Okay. Oh yeah, you should attack. Don't be a wimp. I mean... I still have to trade these, right? Hang on. No, since they didn't buff this, I can actually win that fight, right? Okay, Horn Beetle is not nothing. But what about a Constrictor and another Subtle Strike? I think that's better. I'd really like to play this off consumption as a spell, because the 4 life would be very welcome. I hate, by the way, that I'm missing out on all these tokens, which I could have gotten if I'd played Horn Beetle first. But this gets the board actually under control. I think I have to play this as a land to get the Baloth out faster. I really want the spell, but I can't afford it. Okay, that's not too bad, I think. More Subtle Strikes. So how do we target it? We give this a minus, that's easy. And we give this a plus, right? Rabid Bite? No. Just a 3/3. Oh, it's so good. All right. So we can play either of our insane creatures, right? Which one is, like, more insane? Probably the 6/6, right? Oh, I don't have double green. Whoops. Well, this is the only one I can play then. And then attack with the 5/5 Menace? Oh. Really? I thought I was still, like, on the comeback trail there. I thought you were the favorite. I guess their hand must have been pretty bad. But it's like, it's tough. The amount of life that I have, it's tough to know whether I can attack even with one creature. Like, my life total was in a lot of danger. Huh. Okay. I'll take it. Mr. Clintastic. Alright. What the hell is this? Double mountain? There's only 2 in the deck, man. I mean, this is okay. I just need to draw a forest eventually for scaled heights, which would be pretty nice. But if I don't, it's not that big a deal. First time playing this guy, I think. There was one game where I drew him and like almost played him, but something else was more important. It was the 6/6, right? Really? Flashing that in, huh? Okay. They just wanted a 1/1 apparently. Fine, come on in. I'm not stupid enough to block that. I am stupid enough to... No, this is fine. They can't flash in the 2/1 on just 2 mana. They might flash in another duelist. Oh, no! I forgot about him. Alright. Well, at least now I know which of my creatures to play. I think they attack with the Thought Thief and nothing else, right? Oh, or they just... okay. That's a pretty aggressive play. It gets in 1 extra damage and draws them a card. So... I don't know. They probably just did it for the draw, because I don't know if they care that much about the damage. Kicked into the Royal. Wow. I don't have any green. Probably shouldn't have played that mountain then, huh? Well, I don't know. Malakir Rebirth is kind of nice to have available. It doesn't get a counter or anything, right? Right. Right, they seem to be out of tricks, or they would be attacking with this, probably. I'm actually a little surprised they didn't do so anyway. If we could kill the Thought Thief, we'd be in pretty good shape. I don't have a lot of ways to kill things, though. Squid? Okay. Double squid? What the hell? Alright, hit me. This is pretty insane, obviously. He has haste, not flash. Okay. Is Oblivion's Hunger any good? Not really. Maybe just a swamp? Yeah, because I can't play the flyer without another land. Okay. Squids are scary. Okay, I'm blocking a squid. Deck size is still fine. Life total is a bigger problem. Oh, I was going to try to block the Thought Thief with that. That's only when it dies. Okay, well. Fine. Can't even kill something. I'm dead this game, right? Here you go. I lose life for this as well, don't I? Yeah. The worst. Well, are we dead? If they don't draw a land, I think I'm alive, technically. Okay, yeah, that'll do. See ya. Okay, well, 6 wins. I'll take it, I guess. Having no other option. And I didn't think it was an especially good deck when I played it, when I drafted it. The Menace really did a lot. This is the most I have respected Menace. We just got a ton of damage in by making it difficult for them to block. We cast Zoff Consumption once, and it immediately thereafter we lost. The Black Bloom Rogues obviously are great. They're basically spells. We played them as a land once or twice. And Malakir Rebirth, played once and then immediately lost, so I don't know. All these like dual-faced lands, they are good, but they just like don't seem to do that much for me. But they're not supposed to do that much, right? They're just lands that sometimes are better than that. Anyway, a decent showing for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.